lead coach. I am your life and business coach. We focus on helping our young players to be as effective off the court as they are on the court. I had the opportunity of meeting Darnell Stokes a couple of years ago, and there were two questions that I wanted to know from him. Number one, how much did he know about basketball? And number two, how much did he know about business? Young men, that's our goal. You are all winners because you're here today. We want you to focus on being your best always. How many of you feel that you're winners? How many of you feel that you're winners? If you feel like you're a winner, please stand on your feet. If you feel that you are a winner, stand on your feet. Now, I have one speed, and that one speed is to be your best. I just want one commitment from you, and we'll talk a little bit later this week. But I need one commitment from each and every one of you. And that commitment is, I want you to repeat after me. And it goes like this. I will be my best. Give yourselves a round of applause.
Also, we have Coach RIX, which talked to you in the opening ceremony. And RIX. It stands for Respect, Integrity, and Excellence.
Hello, my name is Wesley Price. Welcome to Memphis if you're from out of town. I'm here to introduce Coach RIX. Respect, Integrity, and Excellence. He's here to help you be your best because you're all winners. Now, you may lose today and you may say, well, that doesn't make me a winner, but you gotta be a winner in here. All right, give a round of applause for Coach RIX.
What do you guys think about Sir Wesley there? Yeah. Let's give him a round of applause. Wesley's a pretty good shot in his own right. We want to, as Wesley said, we want to welcome the ones of you who have not been here before, and for the ones of you who have, we want to welcome you back. A few things that I'd like to share with you. One, there are some new programs available out in the area here, the open area, so please feel free to pick those up. Additionally, there is a young lady in red. She's got her polo shirt on there, and coaches and parents, family members, if you have not registered with her, please, she'll just come around. If you'll look for her, we want the coach's information, your name, your team's name, and your email address, contact number. We'd like to make sure to stay engaged with you. So we're really excited about that. And then last, certainly not least, we want you to know that we are on Facebook. So for the ones of you, you can look for Ricky Tucker / Coach RIX. So we are really excited about engaging with you. Once again, let's give the legendary Coach Jerry Johnson a great big round of applause. And we are going to be talking about your health and your wealth and a number of other things. As has been said before, I am Coach RIX, and the RIX represents respect, integrity, and excellence. And now I am going to have to get some help from you guys. Okay? Everybody agree to help me? Yes. All right, you're a little bit on the weak side, but we're getting there. All right, respect. Repeat after me. Respect. Integrity, and excellence. Now, there's a precedent that has been set since this morning. Earlier today, the smallest guys were sitting in this section, and they gave me the biggest voices. Now this time, the smallest guys are sitting right here, and they're giving me the biggest voices. So come on, guys, we're going to have to really get cranked up a little bit more. All right, so let's keep moving. We do want to welcome you here, and first and foremost, we want you to think in terms of bringing your A game. Now, yes, you are student athletes, but always keep in mind that there is a standard. There's a saying that goes, to whom much is given, much is required. You all are very special. And we're going to talk about that some more before we close out. So, you are expected to give your best. Not sometimes, but all the time. Not sometimes, but when? All the time. All right, sounds good. And we're going to talk about some things. We're going to talk about you as student athletes. We're going to talk about socially acceptable behavior, because that's really important. We want to talk about being sports-minded, and this may be a secret to some of you as players, but being sports-minded is also going to help you when you become an adult, because it's going to help you in business. That's a secret. Don't tell the other people, but that's a secret that's going to be in your favor. So we want you to be sports-minded. And as Coach Johnson said, we want you to be substance-free. That means taking care of your body. Your wealth or your health is your wealth. Say it after me. Your health is your wealth. All right, we want you guys to commit to being healthy, and we want you to really focus on that. Once again, bringing your A game. It's all about being your what? Best. Being your what? Best. Being your what? Best. All right, good. Now, the A game, I have to tell you, I believe in giving credit what credit's due. Now, you see I have my white RIX International shirt on. Bring Your A Game is a part of something that our company has put together called the ABCs. We wanted to be as simple as ABC. And Bringing Your A Game is something that was created by my business partner, and she's also my wife, Coach Gwen. So Coach Gwen, give them a hello. Say hello, Coach Gwen. All right, let's get into the A's of Bringing Your A Game. A is for attitude. Say attitude. Attitude. A is also for academics. Repeat after me, academics. Academics. A also represents athletics. Athletics. That was a little bit weak. Let's say athletics again. Now you're ready? I think we're ready to roll now. Okay, next, associations. And last but certainly not least, and you're working on that right now, and that is your anchors. Now, the A game is to be taken seriously both on the court as well as off the court. Now, I know some of you think I forgot the anchors, so we want to come back, and I want you to repeat after me. Say anchors. Anchors. All right, because that's your foundation, and that is critically important. Gentlemen, and I did speak with a young female basketball player earlier, so if there's some female athletes in here, we want you to know too. For as talented as you may be, talent can merely get you there. Yeah. All of the coaches, all of the parents, all of the family and support members, they will assure you that talent can get you there. But they're also going to tell you, as Coach just responded, that your attitude is what's going to keep you there. You remember that secret that I told you about how being a good athlete can help you in business? Well, if you got a good attitude as an athlete, if you have that, when you go into business and you take that team concept, that great attitude, guess what you're going to be? A winner. So make sure you hang your hat on that. Let's talk about sociably acceptable behavior. Your attitude determines your behavior. I said in the last session that after we had our opening session, I noticed at the very first game that one of the players missed a shot. And he did what I know some of you may have done. He pouted. And then he pouted again, but I think he finally started getting his attitude in check, and he didn't do that anymore. So once again, your attitude determines your behavior. You are always, not sometimes, you are always in the spotlight. whether you realize it or not. Coach RIX has some gifts that I just can't explain because they're so much bigger than me. They are larger than me. And I'm going to give you an example of how I know that people are always observing you, whether it's conscious or unconscious. I passed some coaches coming in when I very first came to the opening session, and I heard one coach talking to the other coaches, and he was saying just some really positive and encouraging things, and he was telling the other coaches how proud of his players were. And I never stopped. I just kept walking, and I heard all of that. And he never knew that until this morning. I said to him, I heard everything that you said, and thank you very much. I said all of that to say, you are in the spotlight always, and I want you to always focus on being your what? Best. Be your best. Be your best. Okay, I wasn't really convinced until the third time, so, alrighty, but always know that whether it's in public or whether it's in private, we want you to focus on being your best. Now, looking at this picture behind me, it is a picture of some matches, and basically what the caption says is, attitudes are contagious. Really think about that. If you've got a great attitude, the people around you are probably going to end up having a great attitude, whether they like it or not. There's a young man that sees me every day, and he says, whenever Coach RIX is anything other than the way you see me right now, he said, I'm going to know something's wrong. Ladies and gentlemen, I've got one speed, and if people are not this speed, then chances are I'm going to keep stepping until I find somebody that's at least close. So attitudes are contagious. We want yours to be positive, okay? All right, as a student athlete, once again, education is the foundation to becoming a student athlete. What you do in the classroom, believe it or not, what you do in the classroom is reflected on the court. I think the coaches and the family members would agree. It takes discipline to get all of your schoolwork. It takes time. It takes a lot of pain. I'm speaking from experience, and I'm sure each and every one of you are as well. So keep that in mind. And it is reflected on the court. As you look at basketball games, particularly some of the NBA games, you may hear the announcers talk about how basketball smart or how football or baseball smart someone is. It does transfer. A friend of mine actually has a few NBA players that he's coached over the years, and the thing that he always talks about is them being student athletes and really feeling good about the fact that they are bright. They're students before they become athletes. Now, I saw someone coming in, and he's not here because he was in this morning session, and he had a particular shirt on, so I won't let the cat out of the bag, but there is an NBA player, and if I say much more than I will say, I'll let the cat out of the bag, so I don't want to do that, but there is an NBA player that everybody knows, and this is a quote from him. He didn't say that I'm pretty good at math, he says I'm very good at math. Someone raise their hand and I will recognize you if you know who that basketball player is. Okay, who is